So we actually have another Kyle Rittenhouse story because, let's face it, his battle is not yet done. Just because he won his battle, of course, against his assailants and won his battle against, of course, a just egregious court system, doesn't mean there aren't still people out there who are trying to attack him, who are trying to ruin his life. All right, this kid, right? He should be held up. He should be held up as an example for so many people. So many young adults should look up to this kid. He saw his city being burned, and yes, it was his city. He worked there. I'm going to say it's his damn city. I don't care if he crossed the mythical state lines. You know, I lived in a border town, all right? I lived in a border town, North Carolina. I went into Virginia for work. I still considered around, Virginia Beach as my city because that's where I spent much of my time at. So yes, he saw his city being burnt down, saw businesses being destroyed, looted, livelihoods being just completely taken away from people. And he went out there, he cleaned graffiti, he rendered aid to people who were injured and who were actually peacefully protesting, because, there were some out there peacefully protesting. He helped them, help render aid to those people. And of course, put out fires to make sure buildings wouldn't get burnt down. He was then attacked by a pedophile, a spousal abuser, and a felon with a gun, and managed to defend himself. And let's also not forget, it wasn't until after the Kyle Rittenhouse incident, it wasn't until after he defended himself from these just horrible monsters, just barely human people, right? Just absolutely terrible human beings. It wasn't until after he defended himself against these people that the cops finally stood up and did their damn job and stopped the rioting that was taking place in Kenosha. Not only did he protect himself and his community when he stopped the fire, when he put out a couple fires, and of course when he, defended himself against people who were obviously violent people, he also, of course, helped the entire town because it was after that incident that the police finally did their job. He should be given the key to the damn city for what he did. He should totally be given a key to the damn city. If there was a just world, he would be having a medal hung around his neck like something out of A New Hope. This kid did what is right. And the worst part is he's going to be paying for it his entire life. Yeah, obviously, we saw when he took the stand how he has PTSD attack. I can't imagine what that must be like. I can't even begin to fathom what he must be going through when he just thinks about the events. I mean, I know people who struggle from PTSD from the military, know quite a few of them. And it's something that obviously they're going to live with for the rest of their lives. And Kyle Rittenhouse, he is probably going to live with this for the rest of his life. I pray that he eventually finds some peace because what he did was right. What he did was just. But there are still others who see it in a complete warped perspective. And over at Arizona State University, students are apparently rallying to boot Kyle Rittenhouse from the college. These are some of those people who, of course, have this warped perception of the world and instead would rather defend a pedophile than, of course, a kid who decided to truly defend his town and do what they've been claiming they want. The left has been claiming for a while now, they want community policing. This was community policing. Someone in the community stopping people from burning down local businesses. This was community policing. It was community policing at its finest. And actually, I would say Kyle Rittenhouse did a better job of protecting his community than those dumbass cops did, who absolutely did nothing to prevent the rioting in the first place. So he did what they asked, but no, they'd rather defend the pedophile, the spousal abuser, and the felon with a gun. But let's look into this because they have some interesting demands. It is almost comedic to see how crazy these college students are. And I know college students being crazy, what do you expect? But it blows my mind. It really does. So leftist students at Arizona State University are campaigning to get Kyle Rittenhouse kicked out of his studies, calling him a racist, bloodthirsty murderer, even though the team was acquitted of all charges. Because they don't care. They don't care. They care about they care about their cause more than they care about, of course, the individual who was affected by it. 4 groups led by Students for Socialism are behind a rally planned for Wednesday to boot Kyle Rittenhouse, 18, who revealed that he was an online student at Tucson School, that would like to live a quiet life on campus. Okay, for one, he's an online student. He's not even on campus yet, right? He's online. Come on now. Killer off campus, reads the flyer, calling for the university to protect students from a violent, bloodthirsty murderer. Look how bloodthirsty he looks. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. You can tell. You can tell he's just waiting. He's just lying and waiting for another opportunity. A list of 4 demands, including getting the 18-year-old cleared killer withdrawn from ASU, as well as for the school to release a statement against white supremacy and racist murderer Kyle Rittenhouse. He shot 3 white guys. The only guy who attacked him who didn't get shot was a black man. The person, he's not even really even white. He's Hispanic. He is literally just as white as Barack Obama is. He's half white, I think is what it was, but he's Hispanic. That's when he apparently on the census and all that stuff, everything he's registered as, he's a Hispanic. So he's not, I'm sure he does, I'll admit he passes, but come on, give me a freaking break. It also calls for a multicultural center and to be a safe space from white supremacy. A safe space. The groups also want police funding to instead go to Multicultural Center and to get CAARE Healing Center. I don't even know what that really stands for, to be honest. The protest is also backed by Students for Justice in Palestine. So wait. So you're defending, of course, the pedophiles and, the spousal abusers over and not just here in America, but also the ones who are, of course, in Palestine. The ones who fly the swastika and try to attack Jews. That these are the people who are apparently against white supremacy. The Multicultural Solidarity Coalition and the Mexican American Student Group, MECA, the ASU. Oh, geez. And this is apparently a thing of the flyer they put out there. The group concedes that Rittenhouse, who said he supports Black Lives Matter, again, in his interview with Tucker Carlson, he said he supports Black Lives Matter. I think that's stupid to say of him. I think now he should realize, no, they're not. Just because their name says Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that's what they believe. I mean, Antifa claims to be anti-fascist, yet cheers when the government, of course, links hands with big businesses like Moderna to create a vaccine that's forced upon the people, right? Antifa can say they're anti-fascist all they want. They're still fascist. It doesn't change their actions. So, Black Lives Matter can claim they care about black lives all they want, but let's face it, they don't give a damn. He was cleared of all charges over the triple shooting during the riots last year in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The jury agreed that he had been defending himself after getting attacked. But the group dismisses that as proof of a flawed justice system, insisting Kyle Rittenhouse is still guilty to his victims and to the families of those victims. All right. Why would I care about the victims in this case? Why do I care? Why do I care that a pedophile was killed? Why do I care that a spousal abuser who tried to crack his skull open with a skateboard, why do I care he was killed? Why do I care that the guy a felon who pulled a handgun and pointed it at Kyle Rittenhouse's head while he was on the ground, got his arm blasted off? Why do I care? Why do I care what his victims think? His victims. He's the victim. He is the real victim. He's the one who was attacked. He didn't go up to him and say, hey guys, bang, bang. He ran away, they chased him down, and they continued to attack him. He's the victim. They are not victims. The whole case was about whether or not they were victims. And the court ruled they weren't. So, get bent. Come on now. Just ridiculous. And the family of those victims, listen. I'm sorry your kid turned out to be a pedophile and an attempted murderer. All right? It must really suck. I'm sorry your kid turned out to be a spousal abuser. I'm sorry your kid got shot or, tried to shoot someone in the head after he had, of course, had a long history of being a felon. I'm not sorry that anything happened to him. All right? I just am not. I don't care. The minute someone like Rosenbaum did what he did to those children, his family should have disowned him. And if they didn't, I'm sorry. I got no sympathy for him. All right? I just don't. A spokesman for ASU's Students for Socialism told Fox News they did not feel safe with a mass shooter being so carelessly allowed at the school, even if he appears to just be online. He's not a mass shooter. He's actually just not a mass shooter. This is complete complete fabrication. So here are the demands they listed, withdraw Kyle Rittenhouse, release a statement against white supremacy, and the racist murderer Kyle Rittenhouse, which, you know what, I want to see him do these demands. I would like to see it. Because I would like to see Kyle Rittenhouse sue the crap out of these people. And of course, it'll be hard to sue the student groups, but if the college actually did all of this, you might have a case against the college. So I love this little bit here, though. Of course, not guilty verdict is a flawed justice system. It's still guilty. Join the demands. Protect students from a violent, bloodthirsty murderer. Bloodthirsty murderer. The jury's decision to clear Rittenhouse effectively gives right-winged individuals the license to kill other individuals who protest for human rights. I like the human right of not being attacked by, attempted murderers. I like that human. I like the human right of self-defense. The human right of self-defense is a great human right. I'll say that's one of the most important human rights you have. If you have the right to self-defense, you basically have ensured most other rights that down the road here. So, I love human rights. I love protesting for human rights. Now I'll gotta get out there and protest for Rittenhouse because he protected our human rights of self-defense by going through this court case and going through all the trouble he's gone through. Rittenhouse took the lives of innocent people, innocent people, my God, with the intent to do so by strapping an assault rifle to himself in a crowd of unarmed citizens. That is a textbook definition of intention. Again, lies. It wasn't an assault rifle. It was an AR-15. All right, it's not an assault rifle. An assault rifle, for the most part, is known as a select fire rifle. I wish I owned an assault rifle. I don't. I own some AR-15s. I don't own an assault rifle. All right, I own some semi-automatic rifles, and guess what? The AR-15 is so lousy of a gun for the most part. I can barely use it for much things. Right? And if I go hunting, I'm using my 30-06 bolt action. I'm not using an AR-15 because it's just. It's a small round. It's a simple gun. It's a simple semi-automatic rifle. It is not this just monstrous killing machine. It's not an assault rifle. And again, innocent people, calling them innocent. Yeah. I don't know why the left loves pedophiles. I don't get it. It bewilders me, but they really, really do. The decision made by the court is one of thousands of cases that have been influenced by biased judges, predominantly white judges, and mistakes inherent in the judicial system founded off of injustice to begin with, the spokesman said. All right, so this kind of just goes on, a little more there, but this is so crazy. Here's the thing, Kyle, man. Why are you even worried about college at this point? I'm just saying. I don't know why you're even worried about college. Let them throw you out so you can sue the crap. Just keep up with these lawsuits, man. You won't have to work another day in your life if you get these done right. I'm telling you. You have so many cases against so many people. There's no need for you to go to college at this point, okay? Instead, get a private tutor if you really want to learn something. If you want to learn something like law, like you say you want to learn, hey, just hire a lawyer to work with you, man, all right? You don't need this. You don't need you don't need all this crap that's going on right now in college. So I don't know why you're going. Just sue the pants off all these people and just enjoy your life, man. Just enjoy it. Make a couple speech appearances, of course, at maybe like at some at CPAC or some of these other conservative events. I don't know. Either way, it just amazes me how just detached from reality the left has become. I used to say that there's a lot of things we can agree with, a lot of things we can come together on. It's just not the case anymore. They're out here defending pedophiles, calling them innocent people. They're going out and calling this guy, who is a hero, instead saying that he's a bloodthirsty murderer. There is no way we can start finding common ground here when you're that detached from reality. Either way, of course, what do you think? What do you think Arizona's going to do? Do you think they're actually going to boot him off campus, even though, of course, he's not even on campus? He's an online student. Put that in the comments below. As well as, of course, if you enjoyed this video, hey, leave a thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. As well as subscribe to the channel. Make a video. Try to put up videos every weekday. So please subscribe to the channel for more content. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be talking again real soon.